Good morning, everyone. I wanted to talk today about the book that I read recently, which is The Blue Ocean Strategy. So, I think one of the fun things that I can apply now is how I'm starting my business, but also how it applies to the job search. And I think there's so many parallels. So, I hope that that brings you value. When I look at the Blue Ocean Strategy, which I think I had read some articles about it from Harvard a while ago, but I read the book and I thought it was fantastic. If you're really looking to like try and get out of your head about your job search, it could be really interesting for you to think about. Because at the end of the day, what the book was about was it talks about this analogy of a red ocean and a blue ocean. And I think like a red ocean is like a bloody water, like imagine like a lot of sharks trying to go after the same stuff. And then the blue ocean is just like open and free. And it's, it's not as competitive. And I'm probably not doing that analogy justice, but that's essentially what a blue ocean and a red ocean is. And so when you think about that, like when I applied it to my business, it's like, how am I unique compared to other people in career transformation? I think that's where I was hesitant to even go into this as a business because there are so many career coaches out there. But as soon as it came together with applying AI and design thinking to the job search and building an AI platform to move people through this continuum and help them on their job search, I was like, okay, this is different. And that's what the blue ocean strategy talks about is really trying to harness your differentiation. Why are you different? Why does it matter? How can it help people? And I think the same thing applies for your job search. Like find your unique value. For me, I knew it was AI. I knew it was how I'm thinking about AI and particularly measurement with OKRs, right? Like when you think about how to measure a bullet, I know a lot of coaches will help you rewrite your bullets and measure what you have better. The way I think about that is that it's actually kind of funny when you look at business principles. I read in a book recently that your email open rates are 50% greater if you write to a third grade level. Now, just think about if you applied this to your resume. Like it should be really easy to read. Your bullet points should not be more than 12 to 20 words per Austin Belichick, which I think is a great resource to follow. But like it should be simple. You should be able to see what you did in a very layman, easy level. And I think that that's where framing people's experience in an OKR type of way, like how can you help them meet your goals when they're not going to have the time or want to spend the time to try and understand the unique thing you worked on and how you made an impact in that. So helping people bring it up a level, I think is definitely a unique place I bring as well. But this is where I highly encourage you to think about what makes you unique. Why you? What's your so what? What can you do better than anyone else? And to look at your materials and say, is this clear? Is it clear in my interview? Is it clear what I can do? So that I think that the Blue Ocean Strategy is an awesome book for trying to figure out strategies. Now, I think it also applies to job strategy, right? Like if you're applying online with a group of 1,000 applicants, it's going to be a lot harder to stand out than if you go in through a referral with 5 referrals or 2 referrals. It would be an interesting number to know in tech how many referrals are coming in for certain jobs, but I don't think it's high. And then the other thing with differentiation is just to figure out like what's not working, like trim the fat. What is not working? What can you stop doing? What isn't adding value? I thought that I'm trained in Six Sigma, so I've done value stream mapping, which is essentially going through a process and saying, okay, what are you doing for this? Okay, does that add value? What are you doing for this? Okay, does that add value? And like going through every step. But so it seemed kind of similar to me in terms of the blue ocean strategy, but I think it's very important in differentiation too. Is like you want it to make it very easy to see why you're different. And if there's things that aren't working that can kind of add some noise, then just stop doing those for your process, for your brand, for your resume. If you have a resume bullet that just isn't that wowing, take it off. Um, and so I think the key here that I want to make sure I communicate is just that you are unique, you are different. There is a way to communicate that. And if you want to have inspiration, go read The Blue Ocean Strategy. Talk to you all soon.